Morning all, I'm Johnny B and welcome to Sunny Coast Celtic episode 32. Well, what can I say about that game? It's just finished there, and actually it's 3 o'clock in the morning here, so I'm just sort of start work at 6 o'clock, so I'm thinking I probably better no, just don't go to my bed, just stay up now, go to work, have a good kip of night when I get home. But man, my nerves, my voice, everything, that was just hectic, wasn't it? The Celtic made work so hard for themselves. I can't believe that we've scored two and injuries. We should have scored them through the 90 minutes, but it was like end-to-end stuff. That's probably one of the most nerve-wracking Celtic Rangers games I've watched for ages. It was like end-to-end, and I don't know if we made it hard or they were just good at what they'd done. I don't know what happened. But look, start of the game, 20 minutes, we're all over them. I'm thinking, we've got to take these chances. You know what football's like. If you don't take your chances, it comes back to bite in the arse near the end. But, I mean, they had some great chances. Luckily, they've got an absolutely shitty centre forward. I've told you, they'd be better off signing Walter Mitty. That boy should have buried two of their chances. Raskin should have buried one, and that wee Gassama should have buried one. Kasper Schmeichel, brilliant. We've given him a hard time up to now, but he made so many saves today that kept us in that game. It was superb. Kasper, hat off to you, mate. Well done. That was brilliant. I know I've said Sinisalo should be in, but that was just brilliant. Suppose they've got to have an off game, but when he's on, he's a great shot stopper. He looked good in the air as well. So well done, Kasper. He kept us with that 1-0 for ages. And then obviously, do you know what? The penalty wasn't too far away for it either. Tony Ralston, good at right back. When he got booked, but I was a bit worried, and I'm thinking to myself, Martin, you need to take him off, because I just thought that they'll just keep going by him. And you know what it's like, these old firm games, you just go in over the ball and all of a sudden you're gone. Now, if that was a penalty, which I don't know, I don't think it was a penalty, and I know I'm taking my bias hat off here. I don't think it was a penalty. The Rangers player actually throws him sort of out the way, and he falls, and on the way down, his hands are in a natural position. It's not like he tried to dive and save it and it's hit him. I don't think you can give that as a penalty, but if Celtic were going forward and we were in that position, I'd be wanting a penalty. But I don't think it was. But here's the thing, if he said it as a penalty and he's handled the ball, then he should have been booked. That means he would have been off. So the VAR are absolutely shite at their job. They don't know what they're doing. They can't make a decision. They're sitting there with, I don't know how many screens I've got in front of them. I've only got the one in front of me and I can tell what's happening. And I think, I don't know, referees, they shouldn't be in the VAR box. It should be normal people who know what they're fucking doing. Because these referees are just wanting to turn games. I'm getting absolutely sick of VAR now. Every decision goes to the VAR. You can't celebrate a goal. Even when you score, you're looking about, you're going, right, the ref's, he's not got his flag up, the ref said it's a goal, but then it goes up the stair and they find a wee discretion in the halfway line. It's fucking absolutely killing the game. Get rid of VAR, because all these wee decisions will iron themselves out during the game. Some will go for you, some will go against you. But this was meant to help the game, and it's not. It's holding it up, and they're still getting the decisions completely wrong. So if that's a penalty, which he gave, Ralston's got to go off, because it's a second booking. But I don't think it was a penalty in the first place. So it's like, they probably went, we'll give you a penalty, but we'll no book him. That's not the fucking rules. The rules of the game are, he's hit it, you've gave a penalty, it's a booking, he's hit it with his hand. That would have been a second yeller. And look, I'm a Celtic supporter, you all know that, but the rules are the rules, and these idiots can't get the rules right. So if I was a Rankers supporter, I'd be fucking raging, because he should have been sent off because they gave the penalty. So, and Their sending off was a definite sending off. That boy didn't see him. The ball's coming out of his head and he's done it. But his foot was up and he'd done a bit of damage. It was a sending off. Unfortunate, but it was a sending off. And then all of a sudden, Kenny scores a great goal. Great header. Ball comes in. Engels' ball's in. Most of them were good today. And he played a bit better today. I'm not saying he was the best man in the park, but he played a bit better. Benji. Calmac was, again, controlling the whole play, wasn't he? Controlling everything. But I still think for 20 minutes we were good, and then we missed chance after chance. I'm talking about their chances, but how many chances did we have? Like, you go through games and sometimes you don't get that kind of time in front of goal. Man, we could have scored about another 6 out the other night. It could have been 8 each, you know, if the chances went in. But man, that Rankers mob, they must be kicking themselves that they've paid $9 million, whatever they paid for that Walter Mitty, and he's absolutely fucking rank rotten. So thank God that he's crap. Now, on our defence, Scales, how many times did he give the ball away? Like 5-yard passes? Fuck, I don't get that. It's just putting us on the back foot. And I tell you what, Engels done it and all. 5-yard passes, 10-yard passes. We weren't getting to the ball. We were hitting it too short. I'm like, what's going on? They're doing it to 10 men. We should have more time on the ball. We should have more space. Stop panicking. Fuck. Honestly, I was off. I couldn't sit down and watch that game. I was off it the whole time because of the mistakes we were making. It was nonsense. I thought Trusty was brilliant. I said before the game, he needed to go through players, go up and win the ball and go through them. He done everything like that today. I'm just hoping that he's no injured now. Because if he's injured, well, I suppose Dane Murray will come back in. Or this Pusey, we don't know what's happening with him. But I thought the big man was brilliant tonight. He's my man of the match for sure. Even though they gave away a few chances, that wasn't on him. But we've got to score in 90 minutes again. They're down to 10 men. We've let them come up the park. Even when they scored, they looked like they nearly scored again. I don't know what we were doing. Committing fucking suicide at the back there in the midfield. It seems like we took our eye off the prize when we had the chance to just bury the hatchet there, you know, and we never done it. It was a hard watch because we know how good we are going forward. The space we got was unreal and we could not finish it. But I tell you what, McGregor's strike. When the ball's out in the wing, I'm going 1 metre inside. Then I can see McGregor, I'm going another one inside. When he's hit it sweet. They're blaming the goalkeeper. I think it moved a bit. I don't know if it hurt that big soapy suitor. I don't know if it hurt him. But what a strike it was. And that's what we need to do more often. Because we've got the ball 100 times in the middle of that, you know, 18-yard line, and we were scared to shoot. But once we went 2-1 up, I was thinking, right, okay, we need to go 3 or 4 up here. Because you know what it's like, you don't want to put yourself under pressure. We did that for chances. But the young boy Osman, it was great to see him getting his goal. He was going mad, wasn't he? I was just thinking, you're getting a hard time for the ones he missed, but he's only 19. He's been thrown into the dragon's nest there, and he's done absolutely brilliant. So well done to the boy. I'm glad he got his goal. That's going to give him some amount of confidence. Him and Johnny Kenny. It's good to see the centre forward scoring, and also with Calmac scoring is just the icing on the cake for me. But it was a really hard watch. But Hatate, come on, should have finished the game in 90 minutes. He skied one over the bar. Don't know about Hatate. I wouldn't be starting him. Good sub to bring on, but I wouldn't be starting him. I think he's found his midfielders. I think now that they're settled, that's got to be your midfielders, so it is. So the 3 of them are good. Benji, again, I don't know how many times he gets in the box. He's a good big player, big Benji. Very unlucky. Butland saved one for him that came in, and he's what a save he made. But and then Kieran Tierney come on for Sriracha. Sriracha was alright tonight, wasn't he? I wouldn't say he was 100% magic tonight, he was just good. Tierney come on, I thought, see, to me, Sriracha looks like he wants to go forward, and Kieran looks like he's just lost, I don't know, he wants to come back. You know, apart from the last goal, And that's what we need him to do. Get down the line, cut the ball back, and what a finish it was with the boy. He came in, flying in, and it's a hard one to keep doing all that, and he's just went bang, goal. And it took the whole pressure off the crowd. They were all singing all sorts. It was brilliant at the end. And then you see all the Rangers fans there, all their seats are empty. That's even better. They're all wandering at the park. But they played all right with 10 men tonight. But did we let them into the game, or did they just work it out what to do? I don't know what happened there. I think when we used to go for the jugular, and I think we should have went for the jugular in that second half. We should not have let them back into the game. But it's a cup semi-final. We're now into the final against the might of St Mirren. So that'll be a good final to look forward to. They're not a bad wee side, and they'll be up for it. We know what happened to Aberdeen, so we can't take that lightly. But there's a load of water under the bridge before we play that game. But Celtic are starting to look like a team going forward now. Now, let's move on. The midfield done really well today. Oidham, subs come on, done all right. Up front, Tenecte was awful, and I don't know what happened to him today. Every time he got a ball, he lost it. He hardly done anything. I just don't know what happened to him. He's the one man you want to get on the ball, and every time he got the ball, I'm going, for fuck's sake, what's he doing? It's like he's just had one of the bad days, you know. He was horrible. Like wee glimpses of here and there, but most of the time his final decision was bad. He couldn't get by that right back of theirs, who was shit. So I don't know, mate. Their defence was all the place, and we should have capitalised on it. Who else? Johnny Kenny runs his feet off, runs his socks off. Big Benji should have left the ball to him, and he could have had his second. I think he might have just slotted that in. But anyway, everybody wants to score, so you know what Benji was trying to do there. Dyson, great, tried all night. He was always dangerous on the ball, dangerous going forward. I thought our tackling tonight was good. We put ourselves in there. I was worried that, I don't know how many, I think there was 5 players get booked, and Celtic players, and I was thinking, fuck, somebody's going to go off here, but we managed to not to get sent off. So that was a feat in itself as well. I tell you what, I think Jamesy Forrest has to start for us on that right wing. I think Forrest has absolutely got a new lease of life. Every time he gets the ball, he looks dangerous. He's nearly scored. I mean, that was a great shot. He's hit the bar. I think Butland got a wee hand to it, but when he comes on, he looks dangerous, James Forrest. I don't know why we're not playing him, because he's old. Old what? He's not old. He's still doing the business. So, all in all, great result. In cup semi-finals, you just want to get to the final. But my nerves can't fucking take that again. Like, I'm looking at Martin O'Neill on the side of the park. He's kicked every ball and he's jumping up and down. I said this before. He's going to have a fucking heart attack on the side of that park. And I nearly had a heart attack on the couch. But, brilliant result. Now, I can't remember. Did I say we would score 3? I said 3-1 in my last one. So, again, I'm getting the scores right. Doesn't matter if it's extra time. I still said 3-1. I actually gave them a goal because I know we're a bit timid at the back. But we just... I don't know. It could have been a much different game if Big Balter Mitty takes his chances, but it could have been a big result if we'd have took our chances and all. So, anyway, all in all, good night at the office. Great to see the Celtic fans out in numbers, getting behind the team, giving it to rankers, and getting a 3-1 win. So, good on you, Martin O'Neill and wee Sean Maloney. Well done to the boys. Austin Trusty, man of the match, and the 2 young boys up front scoring, and the old guy in the midfield put one in the back of the net, which was an absolute screamer. So, have a great day. I'm buzzing. I'm not going to go to sleep. I'm just going to go straight to work. And hail, hail.